Shalom, Yashar Allah. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the beloved elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to all you hopeful lectakim out there laboring that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the GMS Boise, Idaho camp, coming at you with a lesson just to talk about Esau's blessing, and what is it? That's back to the basics. That is the sword. And coming into this truth, you're going to realize that Esau has many future advanced weapons that we have yet to see. But just another example that we can use in this day and age that people understand is how much drone warfare has impacted wars. And this is a new one that I have seen. Now we've seen the videos of the drones dropping grenades, flying into a thing and blowing up. But now they're attaching thermite. I'll read it. Ukraine and Russia begin utilizing drones equipped with thermite canisters to burn tree lines where soldiers hold positions in trenches. So they'll come across these tree lines and then entrench themselves right there. And they were having a hard time, shooting these. You can only do so much, but thermite will burn through metal. Thermite is the same thing that they put in the Twin Towers that brought those towers down to ashes in seconds. It was the thermite burning, and also thermite, if it drops in a puddle or a glob on a car, it will burn all the way through metal until it's in the ground. And then I don't know how much longer it'll burn till the ground, but it's a self-sustaining fuel, which means it doesn't have to burn other things to stay active. It'll burn itself for a very long time. And that's why they're, making these fuel canisters and dropping them like I saw. But why is this? Because this is Esau's blessing. This is the most advanced warfare that we've seen to date in the world. With nuclear missiles, that's with your rifles and the optics that they have. That's the night vision, the thermal imaging, the artificial intelligence that can man some of these unmanned drones, solo by itself. And this is just one of many examples how Esau is going to use to run on you, Jakes, man. So you thinking that you're being carnal with your weapon, carrying sticks to camp, saying, "Oh, you must forgot our ancestors fought with swords." Man, Jake's so stupid, man. If you want to go against Esau with his own blessing, you're going to get ran through. Just like if Esau tries to come at you with the Bible and you're in the truth, he's going to get ran through because he can't use our spiritual weapon, against us, because this is our blessing to understand the scriptures. Not all of Israel is going to understand in these days, but if he goes against, an elect man, a prophet, someone who understands the scriptures, he's going to get blown away. But the same way with Jake, if he wants to get carnal and go after Esau like this, you're not organized. You don't train. You're out of shape. You're fat. You're too soft. You're a mama's boy. You fucking don't even like being without your bed. Jake doesn't go camping. Jake doesn't go backpacking. Jake don't know how to carry weight on his back for any amount of time. Jake is fucking soft as shit. Soft as baby shit, man. And that's part of the reason why 2/3 are just going to be easy prey for Esau. And I'm speaking in terms of generalities, because there's Jake that does those things, and if you don't, hey, man, you're probably working out. But the point is, the majority of Jake ain't even doing anything with their body. They're sitting at home being fucking lazy, eating Cheetos and shit, eating chile limon fucking all day, But the point being, Jake like to chill. Jake is not in the spirit of, I want to go out and train and get better at my sword. No, Jake will have it. He'll flex it because he's in a gang or something. But that's not his blessing. And it shows in the spirit of both nations of how much the so-called white man loves his sword. And let's go back to the history of it and why it's like that. Because the blessings that Isaac gave Esau being the forefather of the so-called white race. But this is just going to the point. This is Genesis 27 and 38. And this is after Isaac blessed Jacob. And Esau is just finding out what had happened. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept, because Esau, Edom, he's a crybaby, man. And you see a so-called white man, a so-called white boy, he don't get his way. He's throwing a tantrum. He's all over the place. He's screaming. And you see even adults do that, man. They're a bunch of babies if they don't get their way. 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And that is like the best of the best, because, the fatness, that's like the oil, what the most nourishing substance and part of an animal. Like if you got a steak, you have a big old chunk of fat on the side that's been sizzled. That's like some of the most flavorsome part of the meat. On a carne asada, you have that little piece of fat. Even though that's not the meat, but that's like some of the best. A bite, I guess you could say. And the fat is what you would put on the offering to offer, as a sacrifice. So it's symbolic to, a lot of substance, and the best of it too. And of the dew of heaven from above, prince of the power of the air, he, again, another allegory to he's going to have the best of the best. Verse 40, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And that yoke is symbolic to bondage. And it says, and shalt serve thy brother, and that is Esau ultimately serving us, in the in the kingdom. But this is and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And that's when they come out of the dark ages, coming out of the caves and into the Renaissance, when Esau came into his final position of power in the 10 toes, in the mixed iron and clay. That's Esau. That's a final dominion. Because ultimately Esau is going to be an oppressor over Jacob, and Jacob is the captive with a yoke upon his neck due to the curses of Deuteronomy 28. This is verse 41. But now, we're getting out of our, captivity and into our kingdom. Verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. So Esau got a blessing and he still wasn't happy. And he hated Jacob. That's a hatred. Let's just see what this word says. See, boom, a lot of hate. A lot of hate. I'll get to that later. I'm going to start again, 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. And that sentiment and that thought, that feeling is in the so-called white man to this very day, down to his blessing, understanding that he was not the top position, top people, as he'd been told in the world, because they know Jake is better than them. Even though they're in the position of power, they know Jake is more talented. Jake is better blessed. Jake has got salt, and they hate us for that. But amen. Again, verse 41, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. Hey, so again, Esau has always hated us, and from the beginning, and it transpired all the way up into this very age, this to yet this day. Verse 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 146, 147, 148, 149, 150, 151 Here we go. Right here. This is what I was thinking. This is Obadiah 1 and 15, ultimately talking about the future descendants of Esau, Edom, and the Edomites as a whole. Verse 15, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. And this is all the heathen. So Esau, Edom, and all the other nations. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. You know, in Psalms 83 lists those enemies, starting with the tabernacles of Edom, Moab, Ammon, Ishmael, the Hagareans, you know, naming names. You know, so we can see that our Lord is going to be fighting for us and is ultimately going to, you know, recompense this devil for what he's done to us. You know, so no matter what advanced warfare, modern tactics that he has, thinking that he's going to be able to do something, he only is going to do that to the 2/3, to his own people, to the people that take the MOTB, and the and those that you know, have no faith. You know, they're not going to be defended. So, hey man, better get right with the Lord and do everything that you can to prepare yourself for that day. So with that being said, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to all you hopeful luck Document out there laboring that are pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity. Till next time, Lord willing, this is your brother Amar. Shalom.